So, I've been giving some serious consideration to some of Donald Trump's policy proposals, which really don't need to be changed that much. They just need a little bit of modification of details to make them politically and economically viable. I think. I'll give you an example, like the building of the wall around the border is kind of a good idea, but here's where you have to change it a little bit. It doesn't have to be along the border. It could be anywhere, as long as it's made of, like, say, brick or something hard like that. And then what you do is you take the wall, you build it, and then you take all the people that voted for Donald Trump and individually grab them by the back of the head and smash their fucking skull into the wall until they die. I think that's probably slight alteration of that policy there. Probably make it economically and politically viable. Probably be good for the United States if we built the wall. The problem with the building of the wall at the border, which I know a lot of the Trump supporters have overlooked because it's easy to miss this minor little detail. The problem is that just as much as it keeps stuff from coming in, it prevents stuff from going out. And if any of you troglodyte, worthless, stupid Neanderthal motherfuckers knew what an export was, you'd understand that we can't send our commodities to Latin America, which we love to do, to rape their producers and marginalize them further, to make them poorer so that they want to come here but can't because there's a wall which prevents us from sending goods over to Latin America, which we depend on gratefully for foreign trade. Not that any of you people know what the fuck that is, because your strong suit is in economics, which is why you entrust economic theory to a guy like a rich loser like Donald Trump, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the guy's a billionaire, so he must know what the fuck he's talking about, right? Okay. What else is there? Oh, you should probably stop calling him like an outsider who's not bound to any interest, because that's not actually like a good thing. It's not, because the president, they're supposed to be bound to the interests of the people, which he's not, because he's rich. And I'm pretty sure he deposits all those billions of dollars into banks, which I'm sure he's a little bit teensy-weensy bound to, maybe. I don't know. Because, unless he's got his billions of dollars in a fucking mattress in Hell's Kitchen somewhere, which I'm not aware of, then he's probably a little bit bound to the interests of the banks that give him all of that money. Yeah. And also, I think he's slightly bound to the color orange, which has donated itself to his fucking face. So there's also that. He's slightly bound by the color orange. Yeah. He's got an orange face. So anyway, what else is there? Oh, right, okay. And the whole banning Muslim thing. Good idea, but why don't we take it a little bit further and ban Christianity from the Middle East, and then we can get the fuck out of there and stop bothering them so much, like we've been doing for the last 70 fucking years. Because that's only fair. It's like, okay, the Christians stay on our side of the Atlantic, and the Muslims, they stay on their side, because every time a Christian fucking goes over there and gets all American and Christian in their faces, and then they get their fucking head chopped off because they're annoying for being there, you cry like a bunch of little bitches, and then you call them terrorists for that. And if that's the case, then what are you for going over there and harassing those people? I mean, I wouldn't dignify you by calling you terrorists. I'm thinking more like stupid homos or something is more in line with how I'd designate the category that you people fall into, for voting for Trump. That's it for now. I'm pretty sure there's other stuff, like, I don't know, like, you should probably admit that you're a horrible person, just own up to it. We all know you are. we're just kind of pissed that you seem disingenuous about your intentions for voting or supporting Donald Trump. I do appreciate the slogan, Donald Trump, finally a candidate with balls. I appreciate that you didn't go with finally a candidate with brains, because that would be far reaching. But yes, he does have testicles, shrivelly old orange balls. Yeah. So glad you didn't go with the brains thing. Don't emphasize the intellectualism, because that's lacking. That's lacking in you guys. You're not very smart. But you're to the point. You got very simple, straightforward, understandable arguments that are extremely wrong. They just need a little bit of modification, and I'm just here to help. So you're welcome.